If that tiger was to get out and start doing some damage yesterday, I'm sure one of these citizens would have shot the tiger.
Really confirmed there was a tiger in front of my house.
5 officers, yeah, they talk about you get it, no, you get it.
Right.
Zebra-sized hole and makes for it. Whammo!
When the hunters become the hunted, only the courageous humans stand in their path. A man from Texas who was out on bail for a severe crime, murder, was caught by the police again. This occurred after people in a Houston neighborhood observed a pet tiger roaming around without supervision. The police reported that a 26-year-old man named Victor Hugo Cuevas was arrested once more, this time charged with felony evading arrest. Previously, Cuevas was accused of murder for fatally shooting a man outside a restaurant in a nearby county in 2017 and was subsequently released on bail. Cuevas claimed that he acted in self-defense and asserted his innocence regarding the murder charge. In this incident, the police asserted that the tiger belonged to Cuevas, although his lawyer raised doubts about this assertion. According to the police, video evidence depicted a tiger confronting an off-duty sheriff's deputy who was armed. In the footage, the deputy can be heard instructing Cuevas to return the tiger indoors. Thankfully, nobody used guns. When the police got there, Cuevas put the tiger in a white Jeep Cherokee and drove off. Later, the police said they didn't know where the tiger went. They were mainly worried about finding Cuevas and the tiger to make sure the tiger wasn't harmed. They wanted to find a safe place for the tiger to live forever. Cuevas' lawyer, Michael W. Elliott, said he didn't think Cuevas owned the tiger or was taking care of it. He wasn't sure if Cuevas was even the person in the videos of what happened. Cuevas also had 2 monkeys at home. But here's the legal part. In Houston, it was fine to have a monkey if it weighed less than 30 pounds. Tigers weren't allowed in Houston unless a licensed place like a zoo had them. The police said if the tiger had escaped and hurt someone, someone might have shot it.
If that tiger was to get out and start doing some damage yesterday, I'm sure one of these citizens would have shot the tiger. We had plenty of neighbors out here with guns, and we don't want to see that.
Lots of people around here own guns, and the police don't want that to happen. It's not the animal's fault. It's the fault of the people who breed them. Such situations are unacceptable. Moving from the tiger roaming the streets, let's turn our focus to an incident on Houston's highways. One morning, chaos erupted on 2 major roads in Houston. Initially, a cow was spotted wandering on Interstate 10 East near Beltway 8 during the busy commute hours as people were heading to work.
Politely using the shoulder, in fact, determined her owners convinced to make it back to Montgomery County.
If no action had been taken, several potential consequences could have unfolded. Cars might have needed to slow down or come to a sudden stop to avoid hitting the animal, causing traffic to pile up for miles. If drivers couldn't react swiftly enough, they might have collided with the animal or other vehicles attempting to avoid it. Such accidents could have resulted in harm to the animal and injuries to drivers. The cow embarked on quite the journey along Houston's roads, but was eventually apprehended with the assistance of the sheriff's team, which specialized in handling animals like cows. But the story doesn't end there. Shortly after, reports emerged of an alligator sighting on the section of the road heading north on the Fred Hartman Bridge.
And just today, a runaway alligator on the Fred Hartman Bridge.
A helicopter camera from the station's Sky Eye captured footage of police loading the alligator into the back of a pickup truck.
5 officers, yeah, they talk about you get it, no, you get it.
Right.
Have you heard about the zebra that was spotted wandering the streets? Yes, you heard correctly. Police officers in Crookville, Tennessee teamed up with workers from Triple W to capture a runaway zebra. The zebra had escaped from a specific animal auction, and to make matters more interesting, it was agitated and darting about. The zebra made its way onto Highway 111, but fortunately, there weren't many cars at that time, so it managed to avoid getting hurt. The police made a concerted effort to capture it.
Police quickly move in and nearly corner public equine number 1.
At one point, 2 officers attempted to use stun guns, but unfortunately, they were ineffective.
Zebra-sized hole and makes for it. Whammo!
It took nearly 3 hours of effort to coax the zebra into a trailer. Just imagine the potential harm that could have occurred to the zebra and the people nearby if the police hadn't intervened. The local elementary school alerted parents about the escaped zebra in Prescott. It had slipped out of a truck and was reportedly stunned with a taser. Given its agitated state, authorities cautioned people about approaching it. A teacher from Prescott South Middle School, Ashley Danielle Francis, encountered the zebra while driving to work. She described it as the most extraordinary sight she'd ever witnessed in the town. Before we dive into the next case, let's make sure to subscribe to the channel. That way, you won't miss out on any interesting content coming your way soon. Rescuing animals is truly an art, and not everyone possesses this skill. In Massachusetts, a police officer demonstrated this artistry by saving a group of baby ducks trapped in a drain. Yes, you heard that right. Officer O. Fitzpatrick from the Andover Police Department came to the rescue of 15 little ducks stuck in the drain, their cries for help echoing through the narrow space. If it weren't for the timely intervention of the police, these baby ducks might have remained trapped for a prolonged period. Without assistance, they could have faced threats from passing vehicles or predators. Additionally, finding food and water would have been a challenge, potentially leading to starvation or dehydration. Overall, their chances of survival would have been significantly lower without help. Thankfully, that wasn't the case. The police department rightfully acknowledged the true heroes in this situation. 2 kids named Isla and Everly. They noticed Mama Mallard in distress and promptly informed their parents about it. Let's always be on the lookout for animals in need around us. Whether it's a pet in distress or wildlife facing danger, extending a helping hand can greatly enhance their safety. Remember, a simple act of kindness can have a profound impact on protecting animals.